Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a quick overview of some of the more in-depth features of Flipgrid. We had the opportunity in class the other day to use it real quick, but there is so much more there that some of you might be really interested in some of these other features when you're sharing out some of the things that are happening with your class. We know that we start with Flipgrid by clicking on the big plus sign, and it'll automatically tap into your webcam. But they added a bunch of new things that actually, most of them exist right over here on the right side of your screen this summer. We're going to start at the top and kind of work our way down. Well, actually, we might go top, bottom, and then work our way back up. The first one is filters. And so that is kind of tapping into everyone's love of filters from Instagram and Snapchat, that as you work your way across, you can kind of change the view or image of what it looks like when you make your recording of your video. Black and white. Everybody looks a little bit better in black and white. That may be something that you choose to put on. Or there's also this pixelation one that's kind of interesting and can help people that might feel uncomfortable in front of the camera. This can also be a really interesting tool to use if you're going to do any kind of mystery Flipgrid work. You can always turn that off as well. However, when I jump down to the bottom, that's when some of these other things start to come alive. And so the other new feature that they've added here is the ability to make your camera into a whiteboard, and so, or a blackboard. The first option is no board. For the next one is blackboard, and that makes you have a black screen, or you can change it to a white screen. And so what this allows you to do is that you can make your video recording and just use your voice on it, which can help us to pay attention to other things, especially if you took photos for your examples with your artifacts of what your students created. This can be a great way to incorporate that, because how it works is you build up your board and then you're just going to click your record button and then talk over top of it. So I'm going to click on this button here right next to it, the upload button. And if you remember in here, this is where you could upload video. If you took your own video in class, you could do that. Or they call images stickers in Flipgrid. So I'm going to click on the sticker option. And I'm going to click to pull from my downloads, and I am just going to choose an image here that I took the other day. Now you can see that it actually turned it on its side, but they have given you the opportunity, if you kind of move your image around, you can see that you get that handle that I can turn it. And it's still maybe a little big. I would like a little bit more space. If I look, I can see these resize dots. And if I go and I grab one of the corners, it'll keep that ratio, and I can just make it a little bit smaller to make it fit on my screen. Again, nothing is being recorded, so this isn't taking away from your Flipgrid time, but it allows you the opportunity to build up your background. Also on here gives you the opportunity is drawing, which is fantastic if you're doing Flipgrid on an iPad. I will do my best here to demo a star with my trackpad drawing skills. Not everybody has any trackpad drawing skills. Mine only consists of a star. But if you were doing this on an iPad, it would make drawing and writing much easier. The next one up is stickers, which in this case is not an image, but is an emoji. So they have a bunch of different emojis on here that you could add to your screen. And then the last one up here is the ability to add text. So you just kind of choose your text color as to what you want to work with, and then start typing. After you finish typing and click back on your text box, that's when you can get those resize buttons. So if you wanted to have your text be a little bit smaller, or you could pull on the middle one to kind of give you that stacked text or text wrap effect. Once you have your board built the way that you want it to be built, you can just hit the record button. It gives you the countdown, and you're in, and you're working, and you're recording your Flipgrid. And you can talk about this for as long as you want. I would recommend clicking the pause button if you wanted to change anything else up on your screen or have other information up there, because you can do that, which is super cool. So if I go up here to clear, okay, then I can go and I could upload a new image or a new example or artifact. Same thing, reformat my image as to how I want it to fit, add more text, add more, and then hit the record button, and I'm still creating the same video, which is some really awesome basic video editing creation. When I'm all done talking about those questions of reflecting about how the framework works, then I will hit the next button, and you're in, which automatically starts playing your video, so beware of that. But right up here on top of it gives you opportunity to trim up your video. So if I were to click on that, and it gives me little kind of things I can drag, and that will actually trim off the beginning and the end of your video clip. When you're all done and happy with that, if you need to do any extra trimming, click on confirm.
You're in, and you're working.
It'll show it to you one more time to make sure that you are happy with life. What's kind of interesting, it also gives you the ability to download it if you wanted to. And then you're into your selfie screen. This is kind of the placeholder that you see when you are looking at a Flipgrid as a whole. So you have those same features over here of different filters to make and really create the ambiance that you want for your selfie image, as well as stickers. I have seen a lot of people actually make their emoji sticker as big as their face. And that is their selfie for their picture. When you're all done, you click on next. It processes it, asks for your name. You can click in your title, or you can include links in there as well to be able to submit your video to give feedback. So I hope this helps kind of give a little bit deeper dive into some of those features on Flipgrid to help you feel comfortable in sharing your work. Please let me know if you have any questions.